'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, 'cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, 'cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo. You can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games, often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell, cause I got a story to tell. One about a fella who plays retro video games and is a voice actor as well. His name is Rodeo. You can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, cause when he talks game design, he hopes it'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, it's time to sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. He plays role-playing games, often on the PS2, but other games, well, that's fine too. So come on in and settle in for a spell. Heck, bring some of your friends as well. Make yourself cozy and grab yourself a drink, cause when he talks game design, he hopes he'll make you think. But you don't have to take my word for it, you'll see for yourself soon. Just don't make mention of that dog from the cartoon. The stream will begin in just a moment, so please enjoy this song. And now that you know the lyrics, this time sing along. His name is Rodeo, but you can call him Balto just fine. He's gonna play some retro games and hopes you join him this time. Settle on in for a spell.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Retro Rodeo. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was me playing around with some AI. I thought I would come up with a pre-stream song. I didn't think it would turn out that good. Kind of scary, actually, how good it turned out. But you'll notice we are not doing Cho'Gall in Heroes of the Storm today. Turns out Metroids got busy. So instead, we are going to be diving into the realm of the PlayStation 1 emulation with Parasite Eve. Now, this one I did play through. I played through both of the PS1 ones, the PS1 games when they came out, but that was back when they came out, right? So that was over 20 years ago. Great game. Looking forward to it. We're gonna just get right into it here. Note, we are using a different emulator today, so things might look or feel a little different for you guys on your end. The only real difference should be that the game capture section is just slightly off to the side more than usual. That should really be the only difference on your guys' end. So, let's get started. Very loud intro. I found that out while I was trying to get things all set up. I'm also testing here that the game should be running at 60 FPS, but we're going to see what that does for the gameplay. It's entirely possible it'll also mean that like the game is running 4 times faster. So let's just see how that goes, and it might be something we have to adjust later. It's a little loud. I'm going to try turning it down a bit. I think all that did was turn it down for you guys. There we go. I hope that's not too quiet now. Oh boy. I think this will definitely be running too fast. Kind of wish you guys were here to contribute on this, but we'll keep our name as Aya. Aya. Aya? Aya. Yeah, that is definitely just running at a faster rate. So I'm gonna turn off the thing that I did. Oh, where was that? Was that in console? Yes. Yeah, okay. Oh, those blocky textures. So yes, as you might have noticed from the name of the stream and the intro video, the game takes place in on December 24th, Christmas Eve. I am playing as Aya Brea, New York City police officer, who's about to have her life change. Oh, daddy. And she hasn't moved. Oh, there we go. There we go. She moved a little. I was going to say she hasn't moved an inch. This game is made by Squaresoft. Be ready for some mind-blowing 1998 cutscenes. Oh yeah, also be ready to watch everyone burn. Burn everyone! You could really say she brought down the house with that performance. This girl is on fire! Just has her gun. Don't ask where she hid it. The man is irrelevant. He was her date. That's all that matters. Oh, look at that walking animations that don't match the speed you're going at. Oh, we got a menu here. Yeah, this seems about right. Mhm. Oh, thank God, Circle is back. Oh, it's it's definitely a Western to JRPG difference in that in Western games, at least back then, before they changed, Triangle was always back, and that don't fly. We'll keep that as it is. We don't need to adjust the screen. Definitely going to go on memory. Yes, also don't ask where she was hiding the baton. Oh, yeah. There'll be an awakening, all right. Now, if I remember right, yeah. Body's getting hot. What did you do to me? Put a couple of bullets in her. Oh, reload. There we go. Her name is Eve. This came out, I want to say, a year after Final Fantasy VII. Let's take a look and check. This came out in September of 98. January 31st of 97. So, almost 2 years, actually. If you take, like, it's a year and what, 9 months after? She does actually have two different walk animations. So it's not just if you're going slow. But it is a blend of the ATB system and real-time combat, very similar to what we would see many years later in Final Fantasy 13, I think it was, with Vaughn and Balthier and all them. I do kind of want to see if there's anything over here. That walk is so slow, but I know it's slow because my movement is an actual statistic in this game. Oh boy, that's slow. Burnt corpse of a body. Maybe I am supposed to go somewhere else. I was gonna say, in my memory, we go backstage, but I couldn't find a backstage. Maybe backstage is to the right, and I went to the left. And before anyone says anything, yes, the door was silent, but that's because they're at a theater. You want those to be silent. Is it maybe like... No. Because I could swear I saw her go to the bottom left. So maybe I actually go to the real backstage here instead of off stage. Yeah, behind the curtain. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that echoes loud now. Not jumping down yet, because that's a chest. If backup's here, can I go see my backup? Talk to him? Do something with that? I'm almost certain any other time I played this game, I just jumped right down. So let's see. Oh, that movement is so slow. Yeah, here we go. Gonna take out my badge. Don't ask where she keeps all these things. I mean, okay, that one we had an answer to. She clearly kept it in the top of her dress. Spontaneous combustion? I feel like that's a free heal, but I never took any damage, so... Ooh, yes. I didn't know ammo count was a thing. So I have like a ton of bullets now that I did that? Yeah. So I'm just gonna sit here and farm some bullets from him. Oh. Awesome. Well, actually, let's just double check. Let's make sure that I don't just, yeah, okay, I don't just walk out that way. I'm starting to ask too much of these old games. Got a ton of bullets now, though. That's super. Now, in our fancy opera dress and shoes, we're going to jump down that hole. That's what I get for trying to control with only one hand. Okay, here we go. Hey, kid. Creepy little kids. It couldn't be. No, we are not going to climb up. It's locked. It too is locked. A third door seems appears to be locked. Ah, I see. A normal New York City rat. Ugh. Nasty. Again, though, you know, I still just see a normal New York City rat. All right. Got 2 XP and 6 bullets. Ooh, this one's open. Okay. Let's go. Ooh. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Something. Nothing. Nothing. Ooh, oh, he's still alive. Yeesh. Melissa. Jeez, the guy is basically bacon at this point. And not the cool bacons like Kevin or Roger. Just plain bacon. Yeah, how come he's not lit up? Is it because he's a clown and therefore they didn't think he was a person? Later, Chuckles. He can wait. He's a clown. It's not like he's real, people. All right. Not gonna question why these actors have bullets in their lockers. Oh, here we go. Level up! Wow, that is really loud. Is there something for... Nope. That combat music is really loud. Holy. Oh, phone's beeping. Oh, this would be the save point. Yeah. Classic. Phone is the save point. Why we're finding medicine in the costume room, I don't know. Oh god, that's morbid. There we go. I might just turn that down more. Man, that is so loud to me. One sec here. Suppose I have to have it. I have to have it like going so that I know how to adjust it. What happened to that clown? That's what. Oh, that's what happened to the clown. Well, I had to check twice in case he had any loot on him. Okay, if it's locked, then keep expecting the bird to also transform. Is there something in these that I missed? Working mirrors. We talked about that in this stream. This channel, I guess I should say, not this exact stream. I keep feeling that there's something with the bird I'm supposed to do. I meant to say no, but since we're here anyway. Ah, there we go. And now he'll have the key. Yep. Oh, that's morbid. Oh. Oh, so is it a different key? Ah, here we go. Aha! I knew it! Polly, want a bullet? Okay, we got some ammo. I mean, unless there's other... Unless this key opens other doors too, then there's got to be something here. I'll check the other doors. Okay. This does look like the Diva Suite. Journal? Read journal? Yeah. November 3rd, so a little over a month ago. Oh, someone was like taking some sort of drugs to get here and do well. So she's taking some kind of medicine, and making her not feel so great. Take more of the medicine that's making you sick. That'll make you feel better. Opening night. So this would have been yesterday in the game. Solo concert the next day. Take more medication. Take more drugs. Because clearly, if you're taking drugs and you're getting sick, it's because you're not taking enough drugs. I joined Dr. Purrington's hospital. I'm a doctor. I should know. What about this bird? Is it going to transform now if I go back in? Oh, okay. So I think here they are. I don't think the mirrors are actually functioning mirrors. I think what this is they're using the two models at once, mimicking each other. If you look really close, and I'm going to use the mouse here to try and point it out, we have the mirror here, right? This model is in front of the mirror. You can see, like, the mirror should end here, right? But then there's her foot outside of the mirror right there. And I thought this when I saw the mirror in the other other dressing room too, because I thought it looked a little too smooth. So I think this is a case where we have multiple models that are mimicking motion, especially too because the mirror model is here, and it looks like the piano is here, right? So she's like a good 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from the piano. And we'll be able to see that. Oh, you guys actually can't see my cursor. Okay. I thought you could. Can you see my cursor now? Yeah, okay. It's because I didn't have the game actually selected. So I'll show you on the other dressing room over here. Like, that is moving, I think, too smoothly. So I think they're actually doing like the Duke Nukem trick that I showed you guys before. And it's not actually rendering the space. It's there's two models in the room. And on the opposite end here of this mirror, this isn't actually a mirror. This is actually just an empty portal. And on the opposite end is another room. And I'm controlling both characters at once, I think. Doubly so. If you look at the objects are not matching. They are actually different objects. Like, they're trying, but these are definitely different objects. So yeah, I think they're using the double room trick, the mirrors instead. And I'll show you guys what I was talking about before with the placement of the model and stuff with the mirror in here. So if we look here, this is our mirror, right? That's our mirror. Oh, made me exit out. So again, this is our mirror. This is quote-unquote real world. If we look here, though, this is the mirrored version of her. Our mirror is here, but that's her leg right there. So it's actually... Oh, my nose is super itchy today. That's actually a second model that's just placed there. Plus, the model is right here, right? The piano is way over here. Like, this is the piano over here. She's a good foot and a half, maybe 2 feet away from it. So I think we actually just have the double models going on here. And like, if this was really rendering it, the mirror one, would be right here. This is way too close for it actually rendering the space again to make a proper mirror. Which, there's nothing wrong with these techniques. Like, it sounds like I'm saying they're doing a bad job. They just didn't really get their spacing right. But this is a perfectly acceptable trick. Especially for the time, right? A lot of people would actually argue this is the smarter trick, because then you could use the mirrors better than if you were to actually trying to render the space again in a small area. Nucleic domination has finally come to an end once and for all. Yeah, right? That's what we're all saying with that one. Oh boy. The day for the mitochondria to be free has finally arrived. I'm sure she sounds just like that. Ooh, did I dodge that? By standing in the middle of it? Not that time I didn't. Okay, there we go. Go skinny. Look at her elbow. That's her elbow right there. Oh my God. Talk about unrealistic body standards. What are you even saying? I failed high school biology. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a cop, not a scientist. So I guess those are memories flashing back to her. Let's forget that for now. Yeah, the mirrored model was standing pretty much like where I am now. I'd say actually it was even more like right over here. It was just poorly positioned. Oh, we're in the sewers here. Why does it always end up in the sewers? Ruining my pretty opera dress. Gotta probably, yeah, fight some more normal New York rats. Got more ammo, that's good. I think 6 ammo is what I spent to kill him, so I'm breaking even at least. Oh, we got a big old frog. You stay away from me, Sir Hopsalot. Ooh, no free licks. Oh, I stood still because of the reloading. Ooh, then the scan spell, okay. Oh, we got lots of ammo for that one. Okay, so we're just finding guns in the New York sewer. I mean, it is New York. Now, I don't know what all of these markers mean. I'm guessing the ×2 and the ×3 are how many bullets I shoot each time. Hmm. So that divider one, I think this is like weapon slots. So this has only the one slot for the bullet. But this one actually has an empty slot to do something with. Okay. Oh, there's a chest down there. Well, I guess we gotta go back. Ruined my shoes. These were good shoes, too. Yeah, they're always gonna smell like sewer. You can see the item in the background there. Oh, there's two. There's another one over here. But it's kind of hard to tell where it is exactly. Spatial relations are a little difficult in this game. Oh, what do we got here, though? We got even more stuff? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, well, let's put some medicine in there. I got full health, so... Man, there's a lot of stuff here. This is why you explore. What about the other, like, opposite side of the wall? No, I'm not even moving anywhere. My nose will not stop itching today. What the hell is wrong with it? It also looks like we got some weapon and armor upgrades there too, but this is like the first gun you get in the game. First gun you find, I should say. So I don't really want to waste upgrades on the very first weapon. I think we're doing just fine. Ooh. Let's be smart about this. Let's use one of these medicines. Heck, let's use 2 of these medicines. And go back and get the ones that I stowed away in those boxes. No use letting them just sit there. It's free health. There we go. Let's see here too, actually, because, like, yeah, I got a whole bunch of that stuff. frogs again. Ooh, got him midair. Oh no, the reload. Waiting for him to attack. Oh, thought I could dodge it. Silly me. Okay. Oh. Well, let's use the phone. Oh, right. The other one was for the gate. Hold it right there. I'm special. Why can't they ever just tell you why you're special? People need to hear why they're special. Don't understand. Your mitochondria will, though. They've always known. Gators. She's gonna summon a super gator. And she's gonna terminate her too, right through the bars. Close. In a more gross way, but yeah. Gators in the New York sewers. Oh, it's like a gator man. An electric gator man. Ah, the tail and the body. Okay. That was a bad time to reload. I am just full of bad times to reload. Staying behind him. Oh, I meant to shoot the tail. Oh, is that it for it? Next phase. Okay. Wow, that was so helpful. All question marks for the health, eh? How would I have ever figured that out? My nose is going nuts with being itchy. What the hell is wrong? Yee! There we go. Okay, so your PE is what you use to cast spells, and it slowly fills up. There we go. Eat lead, dirtbag. Oh, I learned slow. Well, now what, though? Oh, we got a goofy-looking reporter here. Spontaneous combustion. Oh, this must be our partner. He's either our partner or like the police chief. Big black cop with a mustache. He's got to be one of the two. Or, yeah, I stand by that. Oh, partner. Police chief can't get away with that. And his name is Daniel. Yeah, if I recall, the two other like male characters in the game are him and a Japanese scientist. Though I can't remember the scientist's role. Probably just to say all the science stuff. Your boyfriend ran out of there like a wuss. Is that the inn thing? I don't think opera has. Well, maybe back in like I don't know 1500s or whatever, but In no modern age has opera ever been the thing. Okay. While we're here and that's going on, I'm gonna just go and make a coffee quick. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Thanks for waiting, everyone. Okay, let's go. It is Christmas Eve. That's right. My boy understands. His dad is a cop. Ari, my friend. I'm glad you made it. It's okay that you're late. You you missed, however, that there's a theme song to the stream now. I was playing it as a preload, like a pre-stream. The stream will start soon. We have a theme song now. I'll post it on the Discord later, or you could check the VOD afterwards. But I was playing around. Let's uh let's do a pre-stream and let's come up with a song to play for the pre-stream. So I went and I found an AI music generator. And I'm a little terrified of how well it made a song with just like 5 minutes of me thinking about lyrics. Uh, it came up with a song, and I was shocked at how good it turned out. AI is a terrible thing that we must fight against. Hearing how good the song turned out just makes me wish that I had the money to support my musical artist friends. Actually, I wonder, do I have a space that I could share that right now? Right stat now? Maybe even sooner if possible? I'm gonna just put it in retro rodeo for now. I'll find a better space for it afterwards, but that's where it's gonna go for now. 1 second. There we go. It's there for you to give a listen to. I'll find a better place to put it later, but it can go there for now. It's a tool. It's not going to replace artists. I that is my exact phrasing that I use actually. That song is not art. That song is a tool. That song is a tool that I use to help bring people into my stream. It is not art. It might sound like things that are art, but it is not art. It is a tool that I am using for my lack of skill in that particular artistic department. I'll be quiet though, so you can give the song a listen. Oh, so it's talking about the incident, about the game that'll take place over 6 days. I know, isn't it scary how good it is? It took me 5 minutes of just coming up with the lyrics, and then I put in to make it in the style of acoustic cowboy song. Boom. It did all the rest. I did a tiny bit of post editing because the song basically came to a conclusion and then had that little part at the end where it was doing like I don't know what you would call it, the denouement, the little quieter part at the end. But it came to an end and then did that still, so I just got rid of that middle end. Oh, okay. It's fun, not scary, like playing a game. Well, games can be scary. We are using the PS1 emulator here, so this one's a little different. It is technically a different emulator. So if you notice anything that's funky, off, I think the sound was way too loud earlier. And I don't know if that's the emulator or this game in particular, but if there's any technical things that you notice that should be changed or adjusted, feel free to mention them because it's working out the kinks out of using a different program. On your guys' end, it should be the only real difference should be that the actual game area should be a little bit differently positioned, but like minutely, very small detail of difference. Aside from that, everything should look the same on your guys' end. Are you familiar with Parasite Eve, Ari? Came out in 1998, like November, I think I looked up earlier. Came out just a little shy of 2 years after Final Fantasy VII. It's like it came out a year and 9 months after Final Fantasy VII. I played this back when it first came out. Same thing with the sequel, Parasite Eve 2. Uh, and it uses a really unique combination of the ATB system and like action move around in the space. It is kind of a progenitor to Final Fantasy 13. And I'm willing to bet that when they made Final Fantasy 13, they went back to this game to sort of reevaluate how they could modernize it for Final Fantasy 13. They haven't really super explained it in the game yet, but this is a game where, normally in games you would get magic spells or psychic powers. The special powers you get in this game are basically manipulating people's genetics and their cells, and it's like harnessing the power of the mitochondria cell. It's a lot of pseudoscience nonsense, but it's fun. I get to light people on fire. So no, just getting into playing retro games. On PS2, I played only God Hand. That is a spectacular shout out, though. I should do God Hand on the stream. Thank you for reminding me that that game exists. God Hand is spectacular. I actually one of my Pathfinder characters I based off Gene from God Hand. That character, who I called Zell, as another shout out to Final Fantasy VIII with Zell Dinched. that character, the class itself is called the Brawler, and it's a tabletop RPG, remember. The the whole thing with the Brawler is that he's got this thing called versatile fighting stance or versatile fighting style, which is basically there's a huge long list of feats that I can swap out daily. I can swap I can swap out which feats I can switch to, and then in combat I can basically switch my fighting styles to match those feats. So he's very versatile. He could change how he fights to suit the situation. But what I did for the character is I had said that he was gifted through his character background, which I won't go into huge detail of, but he was gifted a fraction of the power of the god Irori, who is a god in Pathfinder, who is the god of physical perfection. And thus there was a school of monks who studied and worshipped him, and they were, of course, the martial artist monks. Uh, Through a series of circumstances, my character Zell performed a kindness towards the last remaining monk who had the god hand, which was that fraction of the godly power. And thus, how I did the versatile fighting styles is that he channeled one of the monks who mastered that style in their life. So he basically like channels their knowledge into doing that fighting style. It's a lot of fun. I really like the character. He's very energetic. Actually, hold on a second. Since I'm talking about him, I have a mini for him. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay, so first off, here is the official mini from Paizo. This is the mini of my character, the Stag Lord, actually from the Pathfinder tabletop RPG. So that's the character that I actually play as, the Stag Lord in the RPG. And I don't know how well you can see that. I'm kind of just winging it here. But that's my character, actually, who I voice in that game. And then here we have Zell, the brawler I was just telling you about. Oh, it turns out horrible on the camera. Sorry. I'll take some pictures later and post them. And just because he's in the same container, here's my cowboy. Here's my cowboy mini. I'm sure it looks horrible, but we were talking about it, so I thought I might as well show you. Put it back into its container. Okay. Thanks for letting me show that to you. The Pathfinder Kingmaker game is good. Like, even if I wasn't in it, I would recommend it to anyone. Though I will note, it is several hours into the game before you actually meet and thus hear my character's voice. The good news, though, is it's a few years old now, so you can get it pretty cheap these days. There was a part earlier in the stream, too, where I was talking about the mirrors. Talking a lot about mirrors on this channel for some reason. Staglord is probably my favorite. I feel like you're a little biased, but I'm okay with that. The Staglord one, I should note, is not one that I painted. That's like the official. Uh, that's the official Pathfinder mini. Oh, talking to the baker, who I'm guessing is the police chief. They're actually there's a section for the Kingmaker game that I voiced and they never ended up putting into it. So I actually don't have a lot of lines in the game, unfortunately. Because there's a part where you do have to kill my character to progress out of the first act. But there's a part in there where you like meet his ghost afterwards, and he talks further on about what happened to him and how he got to where he was, which unfortunately didn't make it into the game. It either didn't make it into the game or uh, that part is they chose to not make it voiced. I can't remember which, but it's too bad. It basically cuts my lines in half. You do like characters with bows a lot. You always liked elves, and they are mostly use bows. Yeah. I do agree with you. Elves with the EV. Elves are the creatures like Legolas or other pointy-eared fantasy characters. An elf is what Santa has. So if we're going to classify them, you would use both. Elf is what Santa has. Elves are from Lord of the Rings. Now that's just my opinion. You know, that's not fact. But I think most people would agree with that. Use both. I don't care. Is this my desk? Where's my desk? And sad to hear about your voice lines. Well, it happens. They do have the right to do that. That they paid for the work and they can do whatever they want with it. So long as it's not a case of like they paid for the work, I do it, and it ends up cut entirely. If I did something for a project and then all my work was cut entirely from it, then I would have a problem. But just that they didn't use everything that they recorded, no, there's nothing wrong with that. It could very well be that they didn't even plan on, they weren't sure they were going to use the scene, but they just got those lines because it was a thought, as a, let's get these lines recorded just in case we use that scene. I'm not mad at all. I almost voiced other characters in there. The goblin voice that I use was, let's say, it was on a short list for the goblin that would have been in the game, which means I would have had significantly more lines because he's one of the main party members. Knock Knock is the name of the goblin in the game. The only problem was if I was going to record that, they wanted me to actually go to the studio that they were doing the recording in, that's in New York. And that just wasn't feasible at the time. But the person who they have do it now does a fantastic job. So I feel no shade towards them, no problem with it. They do a great job, so. On a similar but different note, I had a situation recently, like let's say the last week, where I saw that they got someone else to voice one of the trailers for Paizo for Orcs. And that's fine. And the guy does a really great job. Like, I listened to the voiceover for the trailer, and he does really good. He does a really great orc. But it's unfortunate that because people didn't like what Paizo was doing with the orcs, that a lot of people really don't like the trailer. And that's too bad, because if you just listen to the trailer and listen to the voiceover, the guy sounds fantastic. So I made sure to comment on the YouTube video that I thought the voiceover was awesome, and I hope the guy who did it sees that and feels better about it, because there's a lot of people who are just being so mean about the trailer itself and what Paizo does with orcs. I'm sure he's a professional, so it doesn't bother him. And if that's not the case, I hope that is the case, because he did a great job. Ooh, yeah. I'll take that. And that. Oh, what's he talking about? What's his? Knowing how these kind of games work, it's probably like baseball cards or something like that. Oh, it's not going to tell me. Just to let you in on the story, Ari, this is Aya Brea, is the name of the character you play as in this game. On Christmas Eve, she goes to the opera with her date. Everything is going fine. Until suddenly, everyone in the area, literally everyone in the theater except for her and one other actress, all light on fire. If you go back and check the VOD, you will see all the people are burning. And Aya is like, why? Why is this happening? And she still doesn't really know why. I know why, because I played this game, but the actress who is singing in the opera is the other person who is not burning. She transforms and mutates, says a whole big spiel about how like the rule of genes is over, a whole bunch of science stuff that doesn't make any sense because it's as sciencey as it is crazy. The actress transforms, mutates, escapes. Aya also escapes through the sewers, and that's where we are now. We've finished in the sewers. It is the next day, and we're still just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. This game, I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but this game where some games give you magic powers, like literally shooting spells. Other games give you psychic powers. This game, your powers come from manipulating people's genes, their genetic code, their cells. It's a whole lot of pseudoscience nonsense. but it's fun because you get to still light people on fire. You basically, and they explain how a lot of them work, like how the spells work and their pseudoscience nonsense. Like, you can light people on fire because you make the mitochondria in their cells output so much energy that all the excess energy has to go somewhere and thus turns into fire. It's a bunch of nonsense, but there is some science in it. It's just a lot of fun though. That's the important part. Now we got like a mod permit, which will let us modify our weapons, I assume. Those types of places are usually in the basements. Oh, we got our good boys and girls over in the kennel there. She's not really sure how she does it yet. So far, she can't manipulate other people. So far, it's like healing magic. I can scan people to learn information about them. And I think I got one that slows them down. Yeah, I just got slow. I don't think she is fully aware yet of why she does it or how she does it. And thus, I don't remember how, but it's more or less, yeah. Look at them, manipulate their genes. Oh, it's also Christmas Day in the game right now. It was Christmas Eve at the opera, and thus that's why I had said for the title that this is a Christmas game. To which that's a debate that rages on still. Does something to be a Christmas movie or a Christmas game, does it explicitly have to talk about and deal with Christmas? Can something that just takes place during Christmas, does that count as a Christmas thing? The example that always comes to mind is Die Hard. Die Hard takes place on Christmas Eve, and thus is Die Hard a Christmas movie? I say yes. And by that same logic, Parasite Eve is a Christmas game. Got a tool. Hey there, good looking. Cut the crap, Wayne. Yeah. Appropriate response. Though that does make me think of my friend Andrew Scott, who is a professional musician, and he has a song that's "Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Well, how about cooking something up for me? Well, I'm free and I'm ready, so we can go steady. Well, how about keeping steady company?" That's probably the best singing I've done in a very long time. So I hope you enjoyed it because that's probably the best I can do. Why not? If the locations are decorated, why not be a Christmas thing? I agree. Oh, well, thanks, Ari. I am no good at singing, so I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hmm. I feel like Torres is the guy who's actually in charge of the armory. Wayne is probably like his assistant. Yeah, okay. Let's leave some items. Probably don't need that. Don't need that. A lot of these I'm probably going to use right now. His face does feel like it has a dent. They are very square and blocky faces. The person behind the counter there, I could swear he had like almost a horn coming out the one side of his head, just because that's how the blockiness worked out. Meanwhile, this person I'm talking to, his face is very much like his face is very much boom, nose, boom, up for the chin. You know what? I'm just gonna move everything that I'm not gonna use. Yeah, put it all in there. Maybe that's supposed to be like his hairline? Because like if we go here, if his head was proper, it would be curved, right? But like this looks like it's almost a little horn, just a little bump of a horn coming out. But I guess that's supposed to be his hairline. Remember, this is an old game, so we do have to forgive him. This is Squaresoft too. So at the time, these graphics were probably like mind blowing, right? Remember, Final Fantasy VII with its polygon blocks for arms only came out less than 2 years before this game. But I just realized too the thought of him having like a horn there and a horn there with his goatee. Perhaps he is the devil. Just putting that out there. The devil is providing me guns. Oh, heck yeah. M16? I'll take that. And he's got like a goofy woo smile on his face. It could be because of how his face is dented in, but it looks like it's got a little curve there, and then goes up, and then curves down, and then curves back up. Okay, well, let's modify this M16. Well, when I started playing, games already were with semi-realistic graphics. Yeah, right? It's hard. It's really hard to look back at these and imagine them being like state-of-the-art graphics. It's much easier if you were there at the time. Oh, see? Like this one. This position right here, it's really prominent. The hairline there cuz it dents in here. So it looks like his head should curve here, and then he has a gigantic like lump. I'm going to call it a horn to be generous. And his nose has like a missing polygon right there. Don't let the guns own you. Okay. Tune-up tutorial. You can add or remove parameters and added effects on your weapon or armor to create customized equipment. If you remove an added effect from a weapon or armor, that equipment will disappear. Okay. So you can remove the effects from a weapon, armor, weapon or armor, but it will actually consume the armor to do it. The number of added effects that can be attached. So yeah, that's the free spaces. I feel like when I played this, I basically had one gun, and I just dumped everything into the one gun to make it a super gun. To me, it looks like someone punched him in the face and his nose went backwards like in an anime. Yeah. Oh, and if we look over at him over here, he's missing a polygon for his hairline there, so it's going straight through and gray because of the floor. And he's missing another one right there, which is going through the model into like his going through the head and into like the back of his jacket or his shirt or whatever. This poor guy. Let's store equipment. Actually, wait. Let's actually equip some of this new stuff. Okay, automatically uses medicine when HP is low. I actually don't like that, so we cannot have that. I'm gonna guess defense is obvious. P energy is probably either the maximum amount of PE I can have or the rate that it recovers at. It's probably the rate that it recovers at. Critical, I'm less sure of. Unless it's like armor can crit and thus cancel your damage? Like cancel the damage that would go on to you, maybe? Critical as an armor stat is a little weird. It's got 2 slots though. So this M84F, I'm actually probably going to just put everything in the storage. I'm going to do my own research later about plus crit chance damage. I mean, it could be based on damage. It could be that the critical is like it'd be a little weird if the armor affected the weapon. You know what I mean? Having the armor on itself makes me think that the armor has a critical chance, to which the thought of what would a crit on armor be makes me think, well, the crit would be that it negates any damage you take, right? But it could be that it's affecting the attack too. It'd be a little different if that was the case. People are entirely too loud. But I think I'm just going to put this stuff on, and I'm going to put everything else in this storage. Okay, we should reload it, especially since we got so much ammo. Load them up. Is it different? No, I keep trying for Bernice. I keep trying to get my fire waifu, and she doesn't show up. I even got an S-pull, and I lost my 50-50 and got Grace. Which, Grace is great. I love Grace. I use her a ton. But I already had Grace, right? I hear these people who are like, oh yeah, I was able to get all the characters in the game and I didn't spend a dime. Screw you. Okay? Period. Screw you. I also don't believe you. But both those. Screw you and I don't believe you. I don't believe that either you have all the characters or I don't believe that you didn't spend any money. Why can't I get rid of that pistol? Do I have it equipped? Is that why? Okay, I have it equipped. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to keep the club because you have to have some kind of melee just in case. The cursor's janking about all over the place because I have to use the joystick for this game. It's not letting me use the D-pad. I think that is a this game thing, not a like the emulator thing. Because it's basically back in the old days when you played these video games, you had to select whether you were in analog mode or digital mode. I spent some, haven't lost any 50-50s, but still, I don't get some characters. Yeah. There is several, well, not several. I think there's now 4 characters I don't have. I don't have, I can't remember her name, but the lightning hover floaty chick with the butlers. I don't have her. I don't have Bernice. I don't have Colada, who is the fire Bellabog Industries woman. And I don't have uh the fire sword girl. I also don't have the shark girl. I can't remember her name though. So I guess 5. I guess there's 5 I don't have. But yes, losing on a 50-50 hurts. Yes, Soldier and Ellen. That's it. Oh, I also don't have Jane. I don't have Jane Doe. But I'm okay with that. I didn't think she was super great. I got Seth, which was good for me. I wanted Seth to complete my team of the cops because I got both of the other cops, right? Uh, and now I have a cops team and a robbers team, and I have a cops and robbers team. Okay, I'm gonna store the other ones too. These like offense increases and stuff. I'm just gonna save everything, and later when I'm off stream, I'll do the the proper research into what items are good to upgrade and adjust and stuff. Because I don't want to dump all these items into a crap gun that I'm just going to replace later. I'll take one medicine with me just in case. Cops and the maids. Victoria Housekeeping. That's it. That's right. I actually really don't like... I can't remember her name. Coleta? No, not Coleta. The chainsaw Victoria Housekeeping person. I'm really not a fan. Corin, that could be it. I'm really not a fan of the anime trope of someone who is so passive that they fail at everything and they get scared at everything. I'm really just not a fan of that archetype of character. Someone who's so introverted, that's the word I was looking for. Someone who is so introverted that they literally can't succeed at anything in life and just fail and get overwhelmed by literally everything. I'm not a fan of that anime trope. Simply because there's nothing wrong with being introverted. Let me make that very clear. But the introverts I know, it's tough, sure. She's good at breaking things, yeah, legit. They're introverted, sure, but they can still, for the most part, function, right? So I feel like it kind of pokes fun at them. And I don't like it that they're so introverted that they can't even function in normal life. That just seems rude to me. Oh, this is probably Daniel, my partner. It's probably his son. Because it is Christmas Day in the game right now. Oh, this is going to be one of those things where he's too busy being a cop to be a dad. Oh. Even here, Ben is huge. Oh, Ben Biggers, yeah. Or are you talking about Ben in the game? I don't know. That could be a coincidence. If you're talking Ben Biggers is my favorite character. I love Ben. Remember, no matter how important you become in life, he's always Ben Bigger. In both, yeah. No matter how important you become in life, he's always Ben Bigger. Little play on words there. I particularly love how Ben's combat shouts are him basically giving safety instructions. You're supposed to be wearing a hard hat. Stay behind the yellow line. I love too how they don't just make him the one-dimensional I'm the big tough guy. He's also their accountant, right? makes me think about him wearing the green visor and has a calculator that he's not even pushing with his fingers. He pushes it with his bear claws. Clickety clack, 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 clickety clack, clack, clack. What's upstairs? Holding? I'm a cop. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to go into holding. But I get it. The game has to barricade me somehow. Why is this Christmas tree not decorated? That tree should be decorated. After all, if we don't put up the Christmas decorations, how will Krampus know where to go? He needs to find children to whip for being naughty. I don't think I checked all of these doors. One of them was the locker room. This one was the weapons locker. The armory. Yeah. What's the one at the far end of the hall? I bet you it's the firing range. Ooh, weapons department. If that's the weapons department, then what the hell's this one over here? Oh, her poor hands. Her hands that are forever stuck in gun-holding pose. With her incredibly long legs and itty-bitty butt. I haven't watched Terrifier 3. Was that the one that you were saying you watched the other day? Because that's what I should be watching, more horror movies actually, with it being the season and all. Daniel divorced his wife last year before I was assigned. So Aya has been with this police department for a year. The hands in Urban Rain, yeah, definitely. What I did watch though was I watched the first episode of the Like a Dragon Yakuza series, to which I'm a huge Yakuza video game fan. And it's different. I don't dislike it, but it is vastly different from what they do in the video game. Is Terrifier the series with the clown? Like the really scary white-faced clown? Not it, because I know that one. But there's another one that's like a mime, white-faced almost clown. Is that Terrifier? Then I definitely need to get watching those. In fact, maybe I'll binge them today. Because I've been meaning to watch that series because I see the character. I think the character's name is Art? Like Art the Clown or something like that? I see the character everywhere and he looks scary AF. So I should really get into watching it. Maybe I'll binge them later today. By the by, Ari, did you see the average viewer count jumped again? I think it jumped another 9 points since yesterday. Would not surprise me if, would not surprise me if I reach that 3.0 mark before next week. Or I should say next week, because it's already Saturday, right? Would not surprise me if it happens next week. I was looking in earlier about how to add redemptions for you guys and stuff. And I have a program, an extension added to the stream to let me do that. But the only way for me to let you guys have access to it now is if I do it with bits, to which bits I believe you do have to actually pay for. And it's kind of like a currency you can use to tip the streamer. And I don't want that for these. I want this to be the normal redemption that you get for points just for watching the stream. But I don't have access to that stuff until I actually hit affiliate. So I have everything set up to get that started, and I just gotta wait now. But I got some really fun ones. I keep talking about it, but I got the Sheriff Snorlax one, which I think I might do it so that Sheriff Snorlax actually comes up on the screen to block my view, thus making it harder to play the game. Yeah, okay, we got the M16 there. We got the club. Maybe I talk to the chief again? I just can't figure out where I'm supposed to go to continue on. Try talking to the chief again. Is that this one? It has to be, because Holding was upstairs. Okay. Or is the chief's office in the bullpen down here? That would make sense, actually, so... Yeah, here we go. Having a press conference now, which is really impressive because I was just in that press conference room and there was no one there. So the fact that all of those people were able to get in there right stat now as soon as I left, very efficient at their job. I remember some videos on YouTube about streamers letting viewers control their save functions, spawn enemies such as that in Skyrim. Yeah. I saw that too. And I actually, looking into it, I would super be into that because I think that'd be a lot of fun. Having you guys just like spawn more enemies, spawn more enemies, spawn more enemies. Oh, wait, what's that, Rodeo? I've been saving 10,000 points so I can just keep spawning more enemies on you? I think that'd be hilarious. But it's only very specific games that they allow that with. And since I do a lot of retro games, probably not gonna work, right? But for the record, I would absolutely be into that. What's that? You want to save your game? Nah, I'm gonna spend my points. You're not allowed to save. Have fun. That's just the kind of shenanigans that I'd totally be into. Okay, press conference. Let him do the talking. Now watch, this room's going to be just full of people, even though there was no one here. Okay, they're speculating that the spontaneous combustion was actually the work of terrorists. Oh, I missed what that was because I was. It's auto scrolling through, so I should just let it. Or is it? Maybe it's not. Then how did Detective Brea survive without so much as a minor burn? It's her superior New York City Police Department training. And, it's because she's itty bitty. She's small. She's small. The fire avoided her. She was able to dodge between the fire particles, much like how she can dodge between the raindrops and stay dry. His collar is cutting through his face right there. So it looks like he has this giant, perfectly square goatee. And he's missing a particle on his eye right there, too. That's cutting through to his, to the inside model of his suit jacket. Oh, and there's the square hand. I've been trained to catch this sort of stuff. I always see it. I always see clipping errors. I can't not see clipping errors. And this is all about the mitochondria. The powerhouse of the cell. I'm not sure if this is the game that spawned that meme, but it's certainly, if it's not, you could easily mistake it for that. According to the report, Melissa Pierce was killed in the fire. Your report sucks. That is all. Melissa did die. Her body has been taken over by this Eve. Aya, you are doing a terrible job of letting your boss do the talking. You are going to get everyone in trouble because they're going to start thinking that you're nutso cuckoo. Oh god, his face was clipping like mad there. And look at this swirl, this swerve he has. It looks like he has no feeling on this side of his face, so it's drooping down. Meanwhile, because of how the blonde eyebrows and his hairline connects, it legit, when he turned there, looked like his hairline goes and connects to his eyebrow. Which, if that's a choice, that's a choice. See, you can see it right here. It looks like it just connects to his eyebrow. Slammed his hand on the desk. He has no fingers. You like Brea's face? Yeah. Like she's about to laugh. Yeah. She's just holding it in. This guy has no fingers. He has just one solid hand, no fingers. To which this guy, at least, you can see where they put the fingers in there. And I think Aya has it too. Oh, these old graphics are fun to poke fun at. Well, this is Captain Baker. What? Meat? You'll have to speak up. Yes, what? Some Japanese scientist. Yeah, I was saying earlier that I think the two main male characters in the game, you don't ever play as them, but the other two like main male characters are Daniel, her partner, and some Japanese scientist. Which I think their roles in the game are basically Daniel is there to say cop stuff, and the scientist is there to say scientist stuff. They are both very much there just as information dumps for the character. Mitochondria? It's time for the mitochondria to be set free. Oh, hot, sexy singles in my area. Better get there before the media. Bring the car around, meet in front. Okay. Wait, no. There we go. Here we go to the museum. Spending Christmas Day at the museum. What a nerd. Hans clam. Mitochondria is something. What a coincidence. We're all about the mitochondria here. Yeah, of course he is, because you ran your mouth at the press conference. They think you're nuttier than a Baby Ruth bar at this point. Hey, it's got a chocobo on it. I never noticed that before. Or it could be more accurate that, you know, as a kid, I didn't put the reference in there because I hadn't played really enough Final Fantasy games to know that it was a thing. I do like that there's a chocobo there, though. I hope there's more Easter eggs like that. The world of dinosaurs? We know a thing or two about dinosaurs around this part. I hate that sound. Like in real life, the sound of stepping on hard packed snow. Oh, I hate that sound. Let's get out of that. Oh, thank God. You know, there's just some sounds on some people that just absolutely great at them. And for me, it's the walking on hard packed snow sound. That was actually on a same but different note. That was one of the earliest things I had to learn how to program when I was in school for game design. Was I had to figure out how to program so that the model would make different stepping sounds whenever it stepped on different surfaces, by basically connecting to say if this model steps on a surface that is using this texture, have the step sound that it makes be this sound, so that it changes what sound it is. If you walk on wood, sounds like you're walking on wood. If you walk on dirt, sounds like you're walking on dirt. When I was in school, I still worked as a voice actor then. And so my classmates basically always went, "Oh, hey, Balto, you're a voice actor, right? That means you're going to work on the audio for the game because you're now the audio guy." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, someone has to do it, sure, but I'm in the booth when we do audio. I'm not the one behind the panel. I don't know how to do audio any better than anyone else. I just know how to sound good while I do it." They didn't care. I still got stuck being the audio guy every time. And oh boy, do I have some disaster stories of working with other people at that school. I should make a dedicated stream to that, actually. A whole stream where I just talk about all of the ups and downs, mostly downs, of the people I've had to work with. Oh, phone, so we can save. Let me just make a quick call first. What's with this thing next to it? You say do it. For me, it was the opposite. I liked most of the people I worked with. Well, that's great. And for a lot of the people that I worked with, now this is specifically when I was in school, remember, not talking about any of the professionals I've worked with. Uh, the person, like back in school, the person themselves were usually pretty okay. Like they were good people, just needed to learn how to work with people. And that's something that you learn in school too, right? There's one class we had where the entire class is just you spend the whole semester, you break into a group, and you make a game. You spend the whole semester making a game. And that class was super important because there were lots of people who were good at what they did, but did not know how to work well with others. So they needed that class to learn that. And that's what a lot of the case was for me. Is people who were good people but didn't know how to work with others to collaborate their efforts to one project. Now, there were a couple people I came across who were not like that, who were just not good people. One person in particular who, I'm not going to go into detail, but the short version is he was the teacher's favorite, and thus got all the benefits from being that. He was basically the poster boy he was literally the poster boy for the entire department. In that, all the pictures that show off our department, he's in all of them. He was literally the poster boy and got all the benefits of being the teacher's favorite. And so when I was able to cobble together a small development team outside of class to work on something, he came in and he was like, yeah, don't work for Balto. Come work for me instead. I'm doing the same thing, but I have a bigger team. We have more resources. Come work for me instead. Don't work for him. And they did. He swooped in and completely undercut me. Yep. And those people who I got to work with me, they were my friends too, right? So it was a bit of a double blow, actually. But I'll go into detail with that when I do that stream, but it was bad. Okay, he can hear us. He's just ignoring us. I'm just going to take a second to stretch my legs while it does this. Ooh, that feels good. Oh, and the camera's doing that weird thing again where it, like, clips off the side. You can see, because you can kind of see me, like, in my moving shirt. I don't know why it does that. There's always some sort of technical issue. I do know, though, that to fix it, I basically go in here, I go to the camera, there we go. That should have fixed it. No, funny how we always keep talking about mirrors on this channel, right? Not a mirror, it was the camera, just being funky. It's done that a couple of times, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he gonna light on fire? Oh, okay, getting a flashback. No, what it was doing, Ari, is it was cutting off the very right side of my screen of the camera, cutting off the very right, and for some reason placing it on the very far left. I don't even know why. I just know it happens, and if I click an option, it turns it off. Whether the option was clicked or not, clicking the box gets rid of it. So I don't know. The suspect mentioned that the mitochondria would be set free. Give us some info on mitochondria, Doc. Classic. The scientist knows something that we don't, and his entire existence is based off that one thing. The mitochondria is its own separate organism. I don't know about that. I am not a science expert in any capacity. I barely got through my high school sciences, right? But I feel like this is where it starts to get into the made up nonsense. talking about how the mitochondria in our cells are actually parasites. That part I know is right. The mitochondria does create energy for the cell. The fact that we are here because mitochondria allows us to exist, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, the looks on their faces, those are the looks I would be giving right now. Rolling my eyes to look at my partner who is in the same mindset as me. That's me and Ari together, both rolling our eyes and looking at each other, as this doc proves that he's not so cuckoo. Did you know the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity? Don't know about that one, Doc. Yeah, right? Right? This is what the scientist is telling us. For a human to burn and melt, 1,600 degrees of heat must be generated. There are several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell. If all the mitochondria in the body began functioning at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released. Melting a human into a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy. Yeah, sure, Doc. Like I said earlier in the stream, they do explain how editing and modifying people's genetics can do things like light them on fire, but it's all bullshit, right? Mitochondria cannot turn you into Electro from Spider-Man. But then wouldn't they just melt and not burn? I think how they explain it is that there's so much excess energy being generated, and the body can only eat up so much energy that it expels the energy, but all the energy that's left becomes fire. Because it's all hot, it's all energy that has to get spent somewhere. I'm not saying that's how it works in reality. I think that's how they explain it in the game. Again, signal initiated by the mitochondria. Don't think that's how it works. The mitochondria are not all like nanobots with super brains in each individual cell. Decrease in energy production is associated with aging. But I said that the mitochondria could mutate 10 times faster than normal cells. I also meant that they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster. Oh boy. And apparently the mitochondria in our cells has been inside our bodies, but evolving 10 times faster than we have. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world. Don't know about that. Mitochondria Eve? Eve? What? Hey, Disco, how you doing? Glad you could make it. I might go a little bit past the normal time today. We're starting a brand new game. I'm super excited to be playing it, and my plans for the day fell through. So I might go a little bit over the normal time today. Glad to hear you're doing good, though. Oh, to the state fair. And who you taking? Boy. Come, boy. We're going to the fair. Okay, Daddy. Little Michael. Little Michael's going to the fair with Daddy. He is so animated. So now what? What kind of things do you guys do when you're at the state fair? Oh, so we're back here again. Yeah, they're not just gonna let me in. Have no clue. It'll be your first time too. Super. Well, the surprise that I was gonna share, or that I did share at the start of the stream, was that I used AI to come up with a theme song for the stream. The theme song is basically supposed to be what I will play during the pre-stream load up. And it's kind of scary how good AI is at making a song. I posted a download for it in the Retro Rodeo section. I'll find somewhere better to put it later, but for now, it's there if you want to give it a listen. All it took was basically 5 minutes of thinking up lyrics, telling the AI to do it in the style of acoustic guitar song, and that's what I got. Kind of scary how well it turned out with how little effort I did. Gonna go back in here and see if there's anything I missed. Oh, is it not gonna let me? It's not gonna let me. Okay. Gotta hear more of this walking on snow sound. What the hell is wrong with that guy? Now watch, this is when the game turns into Twisted Metal, and it turns out that we're Outlaw. To which, if you look at the outside of the car, how freaking fast am I going? This is like DeLorean, we're about to go back in time speeds. It's amazing that the street is this long, and that we haven't hit and killed anyone. Just saying, the timelines do match up. If it's Christmas, then I think Twisted Metal always took place on Christmas or Christmas Eve, one of the two. Oh, got a break in the case. Back to the station. Oh God, he's kicking it into overdrive. I also want to know what happened. Oh, emergency meeting in the conference room. Okay. Quick look around for anything. Oh, there's Daniel. Okay, what kind of emergency conference are we having? It's going to be him saying that I'm fired for saying something so crazy. She had disappeared after last night's incident and the concert was canceled. Okay, so we're going to go to where she's supposed to be and do damage control. Oh, they're at the concert. I like how he just runs off. Don't even know that there's going to be danger yet. As far as we know, this is just going there as a precautionary measure just in case. I mean, I'm sure once we get there, it'll be hell on earth, but at this point, we don't know that yet. It's nice to know that it's not just me who runs funny, it's everyone in the world. You're gonna let me tune up the guns. Oh, he's missing a a polygon in his mouth there. Right there. So we can see through it to the table behind him, but it makes it look like he has some buck teeth. Why, yes, I would like to leave some stuff here, such as this mod permit. Oh, here we go. We're rolling out. Top tier 1998 Squaresoft cutscene action. Ari says to have fun at the fair, Disco. This cutscene's so good. Daniel, stop. I gotta get my boy, Rookie. Oh, he just lights on fire. Well, that's no bueno. I like how she says that, like she could see the fact that he could light on fire somehow. But. Can I do anything with the cop car? Like get ammo from the trunk? No. What about him? Okay, we have our M16. Even though it looks like we just have a little pistol. Let's explore this park. And normally, this would be where I would say we're going to end the stream. But I think we're going to go a little bit more today. Kind of excited to see what we find in the park here. Oh, okay. Oh, looks like there's another box over here with some medicine. So I don't think this is going to be the kind of game where you can get items from a random thing. Like, it's always going to be a box that you find that has the item. Ooh, there's another snake. Snakes abound. Oh man, this game's so full of action, adrenaline pumping, white knuckle burly action. Actually, I think if you're the type who plays only RPGs, especially only this like active time battle RPG, you might find it a little daunting to start actually moving around in a space to do stuff. Like I was saying before, I think I'm willing to bet that Squaresoft, when they came to make Final Fantasy 13, I bet you they went back to this game, and a lot of their ideas sprung from how they managed this. Oh, we're in the zoo now. That's no good. I'm gonna have to fight, like, monster gorillas. Uh-oh. Couple of birds. Okay, that's par for the course. There we go. All according to plan. Junk! Suppose I can throw it away later. Does it actually serve any kind of purpose? Broken item. Okay. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. Oh, we are finding all sorts of stuff in this place. A grenade launcher? Heck yeah. What the hell is a zookeeper doing with a grenade launcher? Well, it comes loaded. Oh no. Oh, what the hell is that? Some sort of like mutated monkey? Well, I'm glad I didn't find out. Okay, we've got a tool. Is that in the ladder to actually get in? No. What the hell is that? It legit just looks like a big old turd. It's just a big turd with vines growing out of it. I can't even guess what kind of animal that was originally. Ooh, I learned detox. Super. So far, I'm not really using a lot of the powers. But that's also because I don't have, like, Fireball. That being said, though, I was going to say, I do have a heal. I did take some damage. It's free, right? Because the PE comes back over time. Anything behind the statue? No. Ow. 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 Stop that. No more poison. He keeps hitting me because I get stuck on the lip of that curve. Okay, well, I'm not taking more junk. Why is she just saying this now, that all the animals have escaped? Why is this news? I also feel like there's more to explore over here. Oh, there we go. More bullets. Oh, bad time to reload as Boomerang Gorilla throws his arm at me. I also maybe want to heal. Ooh, good thing that missed. There we go. Level up. Okay, and I've been here before. Oh, but this is new. Gonna be a lot of birds and snakes. I'm glad RE Village doesn't have this boomerang gorilla. Good call. Boomerang gorilla would rule over the village. Like a warlord. With Lady D as his mistress. All hail the boomerang gorilla. The giant worms of South America. Look for the brown monkey. One of our many playful forest friends. Yeah, I don't think I like how playful these friends are. I don't want to play. Let's, discard these things of junk. Heal up. And I'm willing to bet we gotta, yeah. Go in and around. You get the chest over here. Oh, there's 2 chests. 3 chests even. Wowzers. Medicine 2. Here P. Ooh, defense up. Okay, that's a nice little diversion. I actually really wish that I was not the type that got motion sickness from VR. I would love to play Resident Evil Village with VR. Same with Resident Evil 4. But I'm one of the people that I get motion sickness after like 5 minutes of using VR. So that, not in the cards for me. Oh, yeah, I think we've had this discussion before, Ari. And yeah, it sucks. I had a friend who ran a VR arcade, and he invited me over. And was like, hey, come check this out. You can check it out for free. I don't care. And I think I was able to do like 2 songs on Beat Saber before I was like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. Oh yeah, we're all full up here. Well, we'll take the bullets. It's too bad they don't let me just use the medicine from the inventory there. Since I'm swimming in these, I might as well use one. Corpse does a good job of blocking the path. Ah. That sigh was because it lets me walk around the door, which of course means that there's a lot more for me to explore. Oh, well, there she is. Let's just check around on the other side, make sure that we're not missing any items. Nope, not going to let us go backstage. Okay. She is standing there since the start of the game. It seems like it. Though this is very similar to how she was at the start of the game. Like on the stage, center stage, just floating there. This Christmas will be the best Christmas of all. Okay, so right now she's totally doing the whole I am the embodiment of all mitochondria ever. Okay, crazy lady. Oh, here we go. More cutscene. Wowzers. Wowzers. Holy cow. That's pretty gory, actually. I don't remember this game being this gory. Oh, and all the goo is everywhere. Ugh. I'm like stepping in people. Hey, little girl. What the heck? Health is full. Let's... It's only one bullet, but you never know. We'll reload. You point that little gun at her. Why didn't you shoot? Besides the fact that it's been completely ineffective since now. Or up till now. Since always. Well, now where did she go then? Out this way? No, before I start exploring around all rampant like, let's just make sure that I didn't accidentally go back instead of forward. Oh, well, it's not even letting me go back into the backstage. Okay, this must be it. I am slowly running there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now it'll let me go over this way. Bunch of ammo, that's good. Ammo's always good. It's really the shits when you run out. Ooh, a revive. That's a handy one to have. Oh my god. Okay. We knew this was going to happen. Let's slow down the bear. I tried to dodge it. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I was expecting a total, like, mid-boss, way tougher than that scenario. Yeah. Okay, doesn't look like I can actually. Or can I? No. Doesn't look like I can actually go in there. Is this map something, maybe? Nope. Well, if she's going down, then I need to try to golden path this shit. Look over here for any potential items. My inventory's full. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. I feel like this will be the curve around from where I was, and like where the little girl ran from. Sure, let's swap out medicine for a defense 1. I'm down for that. Got a couple of different snakes. Ooh, that was close. Easy. Ooh, I got healed too. Another bear? I feel like it's... Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was going to be a bear. Oh, it's an electric bear. Was not expecting the electric bear. Electric Boogaloo, not Electric Baloo. Oh, body slam. Let's get using up some of these medicines, because they are just chewing up inventory slots. Oh, pockets to carry more items. Like all women when it comes to fashion, pockets are important. I bet you this is where I was before. With the girl running. And thus it's kind of the same path, just I took 2 different directions. These maps are big and expansive with lots to explore and do, but not very intuitive. It kind of just seems like I'm running around the place and there's no real flow to any of it. Which might be because they were going for a realistic, not everything's gonna flow together kind of thought. Because, you know, in real life, when you go exploring around in a park, not everything... If you're going off the beaten path, not everything connects, right? Okay, and that's where I was before. So let's go this way then. But there's a comment to be said about sticking too much to realism in games. One of the developers for GoldenEye on the N64 talked about how the reason why there's so many rooms in GoldenEye that just do nothing is because they were going for a level of realism, in that sometimes if you go into a room, there is nothing to do there. It's just a room, because there are rooms in buildings. And without any real purpose to it, it's kind of a negative quality. Ooh, there's lots of birds, and they're all grouped up. Like, the realism doesn't really come through in that design choice. It just seems to the player like you have an empty room. They don't look at it and go, oh, well, clearly this is here because this is the coffee room. And I can appreciate the fact that they had the realism to add a coffee room. No, they're just big empty rooms with nothing in them. Wish it would let me use an item from there. Because then I could just use the medicine right now and it wouldn't go to waste. Instead, it'll disappear. And I'll eat one. Gain the thing. Gain the health back. The snake. Poison. That's no bueno. Let's fix that right now. With this item! Yay! Item! Oh, before the attack got out. Good stuff. I have so much ammo. And I mean, that's a good thing, right? It's one of those things you'd rather have too much of than not enough. Okay. The change in the scenery. Oh no! There's more than one boomerang gorilla! Oh, and I got stuck in that corner. God. They joined forces. Who knows what they could accomplish? Now, what are these bonus points that I'm getting? I feel like they've got to be something that I can use or spend. Oh, here we go. Distribute bonus points. Oh, okay. It's like I can level up stuff. Okay. Again, I think I'm going to just hold on to those until I take the time to really figure out how, what's good to level up. But it's good to know how to spend them, and that they are a resource to spend. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Oh crap, we got more turd vines. Lots more turd vines. Okay, well, that's done. Let's see what's down the stairs over here. Oh, looks like there's a couple of items. Oh, okay. So when an armor lists PE, that's probably like PE defense, not like my recovery rate or anything like that, like I was speculating before. That makes sense, actually. Basically, your defense against a physical attack or your defense against magic. say, get the bird before it attacks you. It's coming. Okay, but actually, that can't just be a pile of turds. I'm guessing it's like a grouping of snakes? Basically, snakes in one big pile? Why it has, like, plant vines that come out of it, though, I can't figure out. But I do think this is where we're going to end the stream here today. We got a nice save point here to do that with. Gonna save. Do a saved state. Thanks to everyone who came here today. We got to test out the new PS1 emulator and see how that works. But don't go anywhere. We are going to we're gonna do a raid. So I'm gonna move into raid mode here. Thanks to everyone who came. I don't remember what the schedule is for tomorrow. Let me just take a quick sec to check. 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 Where is my schedule? Looks like tomorrow we are back at hunting down dinosaurs. I like the dinosaur one, Dino Crisis. It's getting a lot of people in on the stream, so I like that. Okay. We are gonna move into raid mode. Thank you. Thanks for coming, Ari. It's always a pleasure having you here, right? I do love the regulars, the dedicated people who come in. Makes me feel good. It was really depressing early on when I was streaming to nobody, right? So it's always good to know that I can rely on you guys to be here to keep me company. Like like it says in the song, I'm gonna play some games, and I hope you join me this time. And I hope you guys join me every time. That's right. We're gonna go back to dinosaurs tomorrow. I'm gonna move us into raid mode, which means I'm gonna go off on the mic, but I'm still around. Don't go any